Country Talk Radio. You're in to all things music.
Welcome to Music Gear Talk. Discover the tech that inspires the pros and powers today's music industry.
Welcome. This is another episode of Music Gear Talk, powered by the mighty Intertalk Media Network, also known as Intertalk Radio, if you've been tuning in for a while. We just want you to connect to all things music. My name is Florentino Buenaventura, and I am the host today. And as always, we have a great show available for us. And this is it's going to be a one where your ears are going to be in for a treat in many ways. So today we are going to be talking with the folks over at Clear Tune Monitors and a gentleman named Castor Milano. Castor, how you doing, sir?
Excellent. How about you, Florentino?
Oh, I'm doing amazing. So, appreciate you coming on the show with us here today, and definitely appreciate the technology that you guys made, and we want to share that with the audience. Let's get started, man. How did you get into this business? And in-ear monitors is definitely a growing market. What made you choose that?
Well, we would have to go like way back. Like let's call it a series of fortunate events, because since we were like kids, I propagated the musical virus throughout my family.
Okay.
And we were in bands, and then we had sound companies, and so on and so forth. But then my cousin Caesar, which is the founder of the company, he came to the United States a long time ago.
Mm-hmm.
And he's continued with the musical career here and was touring with Christian band, and he was having a good time. But then the monitoring part, he was not so fond of. He was like, there must be a better way. And then he found like, in-ears, yeah, this is the way to go. And then it was like, oh, wait, this is too expensive. No, we got to find a way to make this more reachable. And that was when he started his pursuit of this, the whole point of making in-ears like affordable for the musicians, because musicians work very hard, and we know that it's very hard to get the gear.
Oh, yeah.
We're with them.
No, that is definitely...
we are musicians ourselves, so we speak the same language.
Oh, very cool. I think a lot of people have been the same way where, we started the radio network off as musicians. We basically just had a passion for music and wanted to talk to a lot of our friends. And next thing you know, we've got a whole network of 18 shows. And so, yeah, we definitely can feel you on that. But we're still all players. What do you play? I'm a bass player myself.
Well, I used to play guitar, but I always leaned more to the engineering side of things. I had my own recording studio and did live sound for a while. Well, actually, I'm doing like live sound still. But back in Venezuela, when I was there, I had my own recording studio.
Oh,
and did mostly recording work. Now I'm doing live sound again.
Okay.
But mostly I'm doing design here and Clear Tune Monitors.
Okay, very cool.
Yeah.
Very cool. And so here's the question for you. I mean, are you probably using these on stage? Are you using these in the studio for mixing?
Well, actually right now, there's some use cases. Like, for example, the Orlando Calzada, he was the engineer that mixed... I don't remember right now the name of the One Direction album, but it was on a plane with our CT500 monitors. And
wow.
Right now I'm very fond of our new Da Vinci series that I'm like crazy to make something with them, because they have the most amazing sound I've heard ever. And
these are the universal fit ones, the Da Vinci series?
Yeah,
right?
the universal fit.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
And so when it comes down to the universal fit versus the custom fit, what because these are still like very high level monitors. What do you think is the advantages? Obviously, anybody can wear them, but these seem like the DaVinci seem like they can be applied in all applications. Why would someone want to go to the custom ears now, other than the fact that the prices are a bit
with our that's like a tough decision, because with our custom fit line, it is what it is. But with DaVinci, since we are willing to also make that in custom, people have a hard time deciding if they will wait for the universal fit or they want to, or like custom, like right now they're like even bribing us.
Oh wow! Yeah.
Yeah.
That's cool.
They're liking it so much.
Very, very cool. So the price points, folks, start off at $300 and then go up to $800 for the custom in-ears.
The custom,
and then
actually to $1,000. The CT6E, which is the 6-driver model, is $1,000.
Oh, okay. I didn't see that one on the website. In fact, I encourage everybody to go to the website as they're listening. If you have access to a computer to do so, go to cleartunemonitors.com, ClearTuneMonitors.com. Check that out and see. You know what? There is it's kind of out of order. That's so funny. There's $1,000 ones, but I was looking at price point. I went from the top to the bottom, and I seen the $800 one. I said, okay, that's the final point. But yeah, the CT6Es, right above those. If you're looking at the website, that's the one for $1,000, and then the universal fit monitors actually go at least the DaVinci series, the two models there go up to $2,400, and then there was one other one, right? That
there's a 9-driver and the 10-driver.
Yeah. And then the VS2, VS3, and VS4, those are in the $400 to $600 range.
$600 range.
How many drivers are in those?
2, 3, and 4.
2, 3, and 4. I guess I could have used my powers of deduction and used my Sherlock Holmes. If it says VS2, it's 2 drivers. VS3, 3 drivers. So that's very cool. Mm-hmm. Yeah. So, are there stores that people can go to try the universal fit ones out? Obviously, the custom ones are you're gonna have to have your ears fit for those. But are these out yet?
The vintage series, you mean?
Yeah, like the DaVinci series and then the vintage series. Are those out?
The Vincis are still not hit the market yet. We're still sorting out some production issues.
Okay.
But the vintage series is in production. You can order them online directly from us. For the last year, we've been very busy approaching the Asian market because they're like crazy with earphones.
Yeah.
And like this year is that we decided to, let's hit the States because we from here, right?
yeah. Right out of Florida, so that's
we should
cool.
take care of our turf.
yeah. That totally makes sense. Now, the market's been growing, but it also especially at this NAMM show, we've kind of seen a large, development of a number of different companies. How's the competition? Within all of this, and is there a big enough, market? Obviously, you guys are doing well, but what's your thoughts on that?
Yeah, I consider it like there's still room for growth for this market. I mean, there's a whole bunch of musicians there. There's this big need of a good monitoring experience.
Yes,
and we're there to help, man. That's our goal.
Yeah, and I agree, and most musicians haven't adopted in-ear monitoring systems. I think probably the biggest challenge is you're a local musician, you go to your club, and you want to plug your in-ears, and there isn't really any solutions at the club to do that. You've got them, but they don't have any headphone distribution channels or the like there that go into the monitor systems. But you guys do also support that as well within the products. You do provide through a number of partners. It looks like Sennheiser, AKG, the ability to kind of plug that in. So
Elite Core too.
Yep. And has that been? And then and there you go. That's actually a non-wireless one where you can just plug that into a looks like an XLR, the PMA.
Mm-hmm.
So
for actually, like you said, for like club musicians, it's sometimes a wired situation is more than enough.
Yeah.
I mean, you don't always have to shoot for the high gear.
Yeah. That makes sense because you can just provide your own, like I said, direct monitor XLR. Then you usually can get an XLR out. So that's a pretty smart way to approach it. A lot of in-ear companies do not offer those solutions on their website. Is the website where you guys predominantly have been getting the most traction for sales?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, most of our sales come from our website. Yeah.
Okay. Because I guess as you look at, you've got a strong collection of artists. It looks like from anywhere from here to a lot of South American artists. Where's been the biggest market for you guys so far?
Definitely Latin America.
Okay.
Since we're from Venezuela, so being able to speak the same language that all the Latin community and the reggaeton community, which is huge, speaks, so they're all buddies of ours.
Oh yeah, that makes total sense.
It's a great big family. Yeah,
that definitely makes sense.
We love them; they love us. It's all fun.
Yeah, and what has been the biggest selling unit or model that you have?
Actually, not too long ago, we went to Chile, and that was a blast. Because CTM in Spanish, it kind of means a bad word.
Oh, okay.
which we didn't know at the moment of choosing a name, or didn't know and didn't care because it doesn't mean the same thing here in English.
Yeah.
But then in Spanish, it could mean a bad word, and in Chile especially, it's like a huge bad word. So when we go over there, it's all laughter, like since we get there till we go away.
So just the letter CTM is actually a word?
No, it's not a word. It means 3 words.
Oh, I got it. So that is pretty funny. I'm tempted to ask you, but we won't put you on that spot. That would be, get everybody entertained here. But I don't know, Paul. The CTM being a bad word, do we dare attempt what that means in Spanish? It's like an abbreviations for.
I'd rather not.
Well, folks, you're going to have to go talk to a Spanish friend or a Latin American friend, I should say, and find out what those initials stand for. But also make sure you wear your in-ear monitors here. So you have.
But then it gets even funnier because the last cap we made is blue, white, and red as the Chilean flag.
Okay.
And so those initials with the Chilean flag, it was like everybody wanted a hat of ours.
Awesome. Well, we got about a minute left. In this particular spot, give us all your social media so that we can find out more about, the listeners can find out more about your company and be in contact with you.
Well, on Facebook, it would be /Clear2Monitors.
Uh-huh.
And in Twitter and Instagram, it's CT Monitors.
Okay. Well, very cool. And again, folks, the website is cleartunemonitors.com, ClearTunemonitors.com. Make sure you go there and check these out. We're going to be coming back here in a few short minutes to talk more about, all things that are Cleartune and NAMM and this crazy industry that we're in. So you make sure you stay tuned, and if you don't have Cleartune monitors, go out and buy some so you can listen to the show through those amazing ear monitors. Be right back. This has been Music Gear Talk with Florentino. Stay tuned.
Are you serious about your music? Are you ready to run with the big dogs? The experts at Pitbull Audio have the gear to get you into the game. From leading manufacturers like Mesa Boogie, Fender, Pioneer, and American Audio. To sound your best, you need the best. Pitbull Audio can deliver in rehearsal, on stage, and into the big time. dropping beats, shredding guitar, or making the crowd roar. Whatever you dream, Pitbull Audio can help make it happen. We are Pitbull Audio. We want you to play it loud. PitbullAudio.com.
This is Jackie Bertoni from Jackie's Groove. Come join me weekly on my journey through the music business as I take you behind the velvet rope, interviewing industry notables such as Al Di Meola, Michael McDonald, and Al Jarreau, to name but a few. Listen to their stories on being in the studios recording #1 hits and onto the stages throughout the globe. Allow me to be your music historian. You can hear me live every Monday at 2 p.m. and every Wednesday at 12 noon Pacific Standard Time or 24/7 on jackiesgroove.com. Ready to get your groove on?
Hi, I'm Tim Dolbear, the host of Sound Experience on Intertalk Radio. Each week, I talk with top professional audio engineers, producers, musicians, and the manufacturers that make the tools that we use in the studio each and every day. From capturing the perfect take to mastering your final release, and the tools and how the pros use them, we are going to dive deep into their process and learn from their experience. I look forward to you joining us each week on Sound Experience with me, your host, Tim Dolbear.
Make this your vinyl night. I'm John J.R. Robinson, and every week, music creation comes alive through stories, experiences, and sounds when vinyl records filled our hearts and minds. My friends and I share our tips and techniques used in creation of iconic tracks for recording artists such as Michael Jackson, Eric Clapton, Quincy Jones, and Steve Winwood, to name a few. Vinyl has emerged hot, and the soul of vinyl defines art and passion which burns deepest at night. Tune in every Wednesday at 2 p.m. Pacific Standard Time on intertalkradio.com.
Welcome to Music Gear Talk. Discover the tech that inspires the pros and powers today's music industry.
All right, we are back. This has been Music Gear Talk on a lovely Tuesday afternoon. My name is Florentino Buenaventura, and this is broadcast on the Intertalk Media Network, or Intertalk Radio. If you're tuning in on the app, it still says radio on the app. In fact, if you don't have the app, make sure you go download our app. It's in both the iTunes and the Android store, and it's easy to take along with you. Listen in your car, listen wherever you are. Make sure you are listening, and just enjoy. Want to do a shout out to our personal sponsors here. We got Pitbull Audio at pitbullaudio.com. These guys are amazing over there. They make sure that you get the best gear at the best prices. They're musicians. They know what it is to be musicians. They started off simply just taking care of their buddies, providing gear and all the musicians' friends, and then it took off, and now it's one of the top retailers in the world. And everyone that shops there is a buddy, and they take care of you like that. And we've got SIR at SIR-USA.com, and SIR is the leader when it comes down to backline gear, when it comes down to all of your front of the house needs, or if you need sound systems or lighting for a corporation, make sure you give a call to SIR. They're out of they can be anywhere in the U.S., but they have offices in Nashville, San Diego, San Francisco, Los Angeles, all the major cities, so I can go through all that. And, we're going to jump back into our conversation here with Castor Milano, and he is going to tell us a bit more about Clear 2 monitors and, their experiences at NAMM. So welcome back, Castor.
Hey, how you doing?
Good. Sorry, I had to pay the bill, so I had a long diatribe there. But so, you guys have been a big force in the Latin music market, and you are now driving here. Although this is where you guys are based out of, you're really driving here in the U.S. You went to NAMM this year. Tell us about that experience.
Well, NAMM is always amazing as well as it is exhausting. We don't stop for 1 minute. I mean, people are swinging by, visiting, hearing all our models. This year we had Ghost Note perform a bunch of times, and it was quite crowded. It was fun.
Yeah.
And the Da Vinci, everybody. Let me make a pause here concerning the Da Vinci, because I gotta confess, when we were designing it, we were gearing it more towards the audiophile community.
Mm-hmm.
Because actually that's kind of the reason behind it being universal fit. Because audiophiles mostly use regular in-ears or headphones. Not much of them use customs, although some do. So we were like gearing it more towards the audiophile crowd. But man, every musician that listens to them wants to order them right away.
Wow. Okay. Very cool.
Yeah.
What do you find any particular instrument player being the most adoptive of them, or do you find it's just a broad range of everybody?
Well, I gotta say the guys from Snarky Puppy are like we're mutual fans.
Okay.
We're fans of them, and they're fans of our products. And Spud is like big on our ears. He's always in conversations with us. We're always talking. He's such a cool guy. And Aaron Spears, man, we got so many customers just because Aaron Spears uses our ears, and he loves them. He not only uses them, he loves them, and he's also always calling and saying hi to Caesar. And when he's touring, we always be to chat with him. We always have like very, very cool and close relationship with our customers.
Those guys are amazing. In fact, I think they were just here this weekend. I think on Sunday. We're in San Diego. I don't know if you knew that. You guys are out in Florida, so we've got 3 hours between us. But they were just out here on Sunday. Unfortunately, preoccupied. I would have loved to see those guys. Would have loved to see them wearing the Da Vinci in-ears. I would have been talking to them about that. And I would have said, "Wow, we got we got Castor going to come on the show." But I should have made it out there, man. I should have made it out there. Now,
there's also this cool anecdote with the band Maná. Maná from Mexico.
Oh yeah, I love those guys.
Yeah, well, they also use our ears, and when last time they came to Orlando, they invited us to the show, and there's this section of the show that's very intimate. They play in another stage that's right in the middle of the venue.
Okay.
And it's an acoustic thing. And then Sergio, the guitarist, he looked down at the crowd, and we were right there. And he pushes his hair out of the way so we could take a picture of him wearing his in-ears. He's like, "Hey, look at this."
Yeah, that's a good fan right there, man, and that's definitely a testimony. I think out of
they're super cool.
All companies will say in the music space, at least, that the people who use the gear are the best marketing for you guys, and we definitely see that with although we're a recording network, we realize that the musicians tell the tale in this industry. Word of mouth is everything. Yeah, it is. It really is. And then you guys are, all about communication when it comes down to being able to hear in the ears. Did you do any announcements? I know that you had you're not quite out yet with the Vintage series, but were there any other announcements at NAMM? No, the Vintage series is out. Da Vinci is the one that's not out. Oh, I'm sorry, Da Vinci. That was the one we were promoting at NAMM. Yeah. Da Vinci's. Mm-hmm. Gotcha. After that, once it launches, what's next? Well, put it in everybody's ears. That's what's next. Right? That's how it's supposed to be. So, very cool. And you mentioned that you're really kind of pushing for the U.S. market now that you've come in. You've got some competitors. What are some of the ways, besides getting into the ears of the artists? What are some of the ways that you're making the industry aware of the quality of your products? Well, with the custom, we didn't have the opportunity to do this, but with the vintage, are you seeing the website right now by any chance? Yeah, I'm still on the website, correct. Okay, you see the vintage series, they're like kind of cute earphones that they could, they could appeal to a broader population. So we're approaching the regular, Amazon, that kind of channels. So to expand more the exposure of this
line.
Yeah, they're different colors and definitely have a great look, and they're quite a bit more affordable for the average listener. Obviously, not too many people are listening at $2,000 to $3,000 headsets, but you can get them with no weight. Yeah, because usually that's a big deal for a lot of musicians having to wait 3-4 weeks to have a custom in-ear done. Yeah.
Some just need something to hear right now.
Yeah. No, definitely. That is good. And are you bridging this to the music retailers as well, the music instrument retailers?
Yeah, we're also planning on that shortly.
Very cool. Very cool.
That music you're hearing is my cousin Caesar jamming with a customer. Oh, okay. We have our jamming room where customers can listen to all our models so they can make a more informed decision. They, try them out playing and singing. So
awesome. So you're probably one of the handful of companies that do that. Where? What's the address? How can people go over there and check it out? Is it by invitation or is it?
No, we're here Monday to Friday, 9 to 6. Our address is 5538 Commerce Drive, and that's in Orlando, Florida.
Awesome, and I'm looking at that, and that's 32839. So very, very cool. And folks, you want to make sure you gotta go over there and check those out, and make sure you tune into those. That is definitely a must if you're in Orlando. So we got about a minute left here. What would you like to leave the listening audience with here, Castor?
Well, one of the things I say to all, because I do quite a bit of live sound over here, and I'm always trying to get the musicians on ears, not because I work with an hearing company, but because of the hearing health issue. Yeah. You get to protect your ears by blocking all that loudness on stage and hearing just the exact thing you need to. And my advice is that go on ears. It's the way to go.
Well, awesome, sir. Well, hey, we're talking with Castor Milano. Thank you very much for tuning in. This is Music Gear Talk. Tune in for the next show.
You know what's all around you every waking moment of your life? Marketing. You're choking on it. I'm Scott Robertson, and when it comes to strategic PR, branding, and marketing, I've seen it all. And actually, I'm still seeing it because bad marketing never sleeps. Join me each week on May the Best Brand Win, right here on InterTalk Radio, and learn how to make the marketing for your brand unforgettable.
Hi, this is Tim Dolbear from Eclectica Studios. I'm a full-time mixing and recording engineer. I work with Grammy winners, labels, and indie artists, using state-of-the-art digital mixing and restoration tools and the very best in analog gear. Really, though, it's my ability to bring tracks to life and fulfill your vision for your music. This has made me sought after by producers and artists worldwide. So spend your time working on music and not chasing a mix down a rabbit hole. Go to timdolbear.com and check out our free one-song mix offer.
Are you serious about your music? Are you ready to run with the big dogs? The experts at Pitbull Audio have the gear to get you into the game. From leading manufacturers like Mesa Boogie, Fender, Pioneer, and American Audio. To sound your best, you need the best. Pitbull Audio can deliver in rehearsal, on stage, and into the big time. Dropping beats, shredding guitar, or making the crowd roar. Whatever you dream, Pitbull Audio can help make it happen. We are Pitbull Audio. We want you to play it loud. PitbullAudio.com.
This is Jackie Bertoni from Jackie's Groove. Come join me weekly on my journey through the music business as I take you behind the velvet rope, interviewing industry notables such as Al DiMeola, Michael McDonald, and Al Jarreau, to name but a few. Listen to their stories on being in the studios recording #1 hits and onto the stages throughout the globe. Allow me to be your music historian. You can hear me live every Monday at 2 p.m. and every Wednesday at 12 noon Pacific Standard Time or 24/7 on jackiesgroove.com. Ready to get your groove on?